Hi everybody, my name is Lisa Winfield. I'm a high performance coach, and today I want to share with you the lessons that I learned being a digital nomad for 1 year. So my husband and I have been traveling, and we started last September. We thought, wow, COVID in New York is not very fun, so let's put all of our stuff in storage and go to Denver and Hawaii. And now we're going to New York as well, and Austria, Bali, and Portugal, and then California. So I wanted to share with you what lessons I learned in this trip. And these are really lessons that are going to apply for you as well, right? But I put myself in a situation of growth where I learned certain things I wanted to share with you today. Okay, so let's start with number one, which is, I think, the biggest: embracing uncertainty. So obviously there was the whole COVID thing, but for me personally, I actually challenged myself by overcoming my anxieties for moving. So putting myself in a situation where we were moving every month almost to a new Airbnb or a new city. And so the need for certainty is very normal, right? Everybody has that. Everybody needs to know they have some sort of income, a house over their roof, health insurance. That is normal. And we're really happier if we can embrace uncertainty more, if we can be okay with uncertainty. Because every time that we are going after certainty, we are often making decisions that are actually not making us happy. So for example, staying in a relationship for too long just because it feels like we know it, it's certain. Sticking in a city, in a job that we don't like, happens all the time when I coach with my clients. You don't like a job, you stick around, or not a relationship, or even friendships, right? Just for the comfort. So if we can embrace certainty more, we can improve immediately the quality of our lives because we can make bolder choices, right? We can go ahead and we can do the things we really want. And so I did this, actually was working with my coach, and she helped me to decide that I can just put all my stuff in storage and go and travel. And so the lesson number one was embracing uncertainty more. You don't have to become a digital nomad by any means. This is just one way how I found it for me. It's really about putting yourself in an uncertain situation every day, like doing something, stretching yourself out of your comfort zone, doing new things you've never done before. These are kind of the things you can do every single day to challenge yourself. And as a high performers, we always want to find at least one thing in the day that makes you feel uncomfortable. So the number two lesson for me was really becoming more flexible. So I used to be very rigid, right? Have all my structures, my goals, things had to be done in a certain way. And the more we moved around, the more I realized if I can be more flexible with the kind of apartment we choose, the place we go to, the things we do, even to be able to work in a great place, I had way more options. So for me, I realized becoming a creative problem solver is so important to actually do all the things you really want. Now, I am pretty strict with the habits that I know I need to help me to perform, to help me to show up, right? Like if you sleep less than 7 hours, I just have not a great day. And so I really am very strict about these things, but I am flexible about, I created, right over there, I created my desk on this like iron board and things like that. It's just look around for what you can do, and the more creative and flexible you can be, the easier it becomes and the more things you can do in life, because nothing will hold you back. I thought, oh my God, I don't have a printer on the road, so how can I run a business without a printer? That was literally one of the thoughts I had. Guess what? I never needed a printer the whole year. Maybe once we went to the library. That's it. To the library. Imagine. Okay, so number three, this is a big one, and this is part of my mission. Really realizing that you can design the life of your dreams. We often see people on Instagram and think, yeah, that person, they're somehow rich, or they're a digital nomad, or they wrote a book, or they did that YouTube thing that I always wanted to do. But it's kind of unrealistic. It's not for me because I have 2 children and I have all responsibilities. I need a health insurance. I need that car. I have those friends. I cannot leave. I need to be in this job because I need to wait for my bonus. Bullshit. You don't need to. Guess what? The only things we really need is we get born and we're gonna die. Everything in between we can design. And I know you cannot just drop everything and leave tomorrow. I'm not saying that. I actually took a year to plan my career transition to move from corporate consulting into coaching. That whole transition took me 1 year. And there is times in your life where we want to plan, but we do want to have that plan. So that being said, you can design the life of your dreams. That is what I help, all my clients to do. This is what I constantly do for myself. I always evaluate, am I happy? Who am I being here? Where do I want to live? What do I want my life to look like, feel like? What morning routine do I want to create, this month that gives me all the energy I need? So always optimizing as much as you want to be just happy. It's not about never good enough. No, we want celebration, we want acknowledgement of ourselves, but it's really not true that you are stuck. And I know a lot of you might feel exactly that right now. I know that because that's how a lot of my clients felt. That's how I felt, stuck in a career, even stuck in your own ambitions. I always thought I have to start a tech startup to become wealthy. Guess what? There's so many other options to become wealthy. You can invest, you can, do other things with your money to actually invest in a house and all these things. You don't have to found a tech startup and wait for an exit. It's actually really hard. I know because I tried. It's really about designing the life of your dream. And if you take away one message from all of this, it's this: that in order to design the life of your dreams, you want to learn how to embrace uncertainty more, become more flexible, because that allows you to really make bold choices and say yes to your dreams, yes to your real desires, and letting your heart decide and your gut decide versus the shoulds and the fears. If we make choices based on fear, it's usually the wrong decision. And so if that was something that you took away from this session, this not a session, it's not a coaching session, I do too much coaching, from this video, then I would love for you to take this and really think about, what bold actions am I not taking? What are the things that I think I should do, but I don't want to do? And what is one action step that I'm gonna take in the next 24 hours to move myself towards this goal? That being said, I hope you took a lot away from this, and I'll see you guys next week, every Wednesday around noon East, and have a beautiful rest of your week. Take care.